Everyone wants to have a positive influence on the world in the best way they can. In my opinion, engineering is the best way to do that. It goes all the way from something as simple as a microchip in the latest phone to building a rocket, and engineering encompasses all of that. At the moment, I'm focusing on the development of Hyperloop. RS was pretty fundamental in our development. We were able to go onto the RS website and look through it, see which parts we need, which made it really easy. We didn't have to shop around, we knew exactly where we needed to go to get everything we needed, which meant that if we needed a part, you could go look at RS, find it, click, buy, and it's there the next day. And that was fundamental in our prototyping. In Waverley train station, there's a quote from the great Sir Walter Scott, that the increasing powers of steam will one day waft friends together in a matter of hours. Now, with the Hyperloop, we could turn those hours into minutes. To say I had a part in that transformation would make me immensely proud. The Hyperloop worked on a theory that you have a vacated tube in which you have a track, and then you don't let your train roll on rails, but instead you levitate it. Therefore, there's no rolling resistance and no air resistance. My involvement last year is I developed the brakes. We used a similar system as our levitation, using magnets, because not only do they create a lift force, there's also a slight offset which creates a drag force. We utilise that drag force to slow the pod down without any contact. Actually having these really strong magnets and handling them and fitting them into the pod is really challenging, because you need to think of every movement you do, from picking it up to moving over the room to putting it into the pod. The first team stems from the first SpaceX competition. We've got more people interested, and now we've got so many people that we feel like we can not only make a reasonable prototype, but actually make it a much bigger prototype. And at the SpaceX competition was very awe-inspiring, because you're one of 24 teams out of hundreds or thousands which applied. We were one of 4 in Europe, and we were the only one in the UK to get that far. So we definitely felt a sense of almost responsibility to represent the UK. What we're doing here isn't easy, but as long as you have the right people around you and everyone is quite like-minded and are all very driven to get this done and to get it to work properly, you can do anything. I've been interested in engineering and science and technology for a very long time. I can distinctly remember physics lessons and maths lessons. I find it amazing that just through some equations and some math, you can predict and influence the world around you. Hyped and Hyperloop is really attractive because it does let you create. We've enjoyed it every second, and it's really good to investigate and explore and try. I'm really looking forward to the stage where our designs are done and we're ready to start manufacturing. That's the part I really like. I really like actually building stuff and turning things from theory and design into reality. I get inspired by what potentially could I do. And I think the best way to find out what I could potentially do is to go out there and do things, because who knows where you could end up and what you could do. The future inspires me. I'm Macaulay Verzi, a member of Team Hyped, and I'm an engineering student.